Sure, it's the entry to the Florida Keys and the gateway to some of the world's best-known fishing destinations, but Key Largo is far more than just the first stop. For starters, it's known as the dive capital of the world, boasting a bevy of artificial and natural reefs, creating an underwater utopia. Inshore, Key Largo's low profile makes for some of the least pressured bone fishing in the Keys. The marshes and sawgrass flats of nearby Everglades National Park are home to redfish and snook. Offshore, amberjack, dolphin, yellowfin tuna, and mutton snapper cruise reefs in hundreds of feet of water. In the Florida Keys, only 3% of living coral remains. Acidification, warming seas, disease, they all threaten the delicate balance of our reef ecosystems. To help the cause, a big idea was hatched: pair special operations veterans with marine scientists to perform conservation missions. Force Blue was born. This initiative has a lot of key players, including Key Largo resident Patxi Pastor.
Our U.S. veterans, who are really people that, as a community and as a country, who do we owe more to in terms of gratitude for the civil liberties we enjoy than our vets? So Force Blue has assembled amazing U.S. vets to go out and do extraordinary work in the world. And one of those particular initiatives is coral restoration, where the vets have actually been trained to deploy coral cuttings and baby corals that are actually put back onto the reef to help rebuild our reefs. And actually, through the leadership of NAUI, there's actually scientific diver recognition that these vets can get and be trained to be actually employed and working in different parts of the world to deploy corals and help restore reefs globally, which they've been doing. Under Angelo Fiore, who is the Force Blue, he runs the dive operations for Force Blue and is part of the executive leadership team of NAUI, National Association of Underwater Instructors, of which I'm very proud to be an instructor for a long time.
Having logged 4 decades worth of marine conservation and education in the Keys, Pastor has seen the reefs change with his own eyes.
Every one of these impacts of the advances we're making in mankind, as that chemistry changes and our behavior changes, the impact it's having on habitat and animals is profound. And corals are particularly sensitive to a lot of these particular changes that they're undergoing. So we are very concerned, understandably, that up to 98% of our reef is gone. We have 2% left. So with amazing organizations like Force Blue and our amazing vets out there helping us to deploy coral back onto the reef and reclaim that reef, it is extraordinarily exciting, hopeful, and actionable.
Beyond just the reefs, Force Blue is having a big impact on the participants.
So having the privilege of working with the vets and Force Blue was truly, of 40 years of my career working with oceanographic organizations and leaders, it was literally probably the most profound moment of the time I've had to work with different people that are passionate, like-minded, and kindred spirits with the oceans, and actually people that were so extraordinarily humble and mentioned so many of those Force Blue members came up and said how profound it was for them to be recognized, appreciated, and be involved in something that was so exciting and giving back, because that's how they're wired. So when I heard from them how much it meant to them, for us to take the time to teach them how to deploy corals and be part of something that was so hopeful, and it's really a mission. So we're all on a mission together, and what leaders Force Blue are that we should be following and working with. It was an extraordinary privilege. And another moment was when we did the group shot and they asked me if I would be included in the shot when they unveiled underwater the United States flag with the military, those vets, and included me in that picture. That was a pretty special moment, very special.
Restoring the reefs of the Florida Keys is going to take dedicated fighters and consistent collaboration. Force Blue has both.